Hi, this is Josh, Dream Body Clinic, talking more about MUSE cells today, and MUSE cells versus mesenchymal stem cells. So MUSE cells are a true pluripotent stem cell, and they're found within mesenchymal stem cell cultures. So we can now take the MSC culture and basically stress it out, and that means low oxygen environment. The MSCs start to die, and the MUSE cells survive. And then we can start replicating the MUSE cells. So MSCs are great because they're like the manager on the construction site. Go through your body, tons of immunomodulatory effects. They can reprogram your immune system. So that's why they're so good with autoimmune diseases. But they can guide repair process, but that's it. They're not turning into different cell types. The MUSE cells will go to inflamed areas and they'll start eating bad dead cells, and then they will actually turn into those cells and regenerate the cells for that tissue. So if you had a heart attack, they'll go to your heart, eat the bad cardiomyocytes, and start turning into new cardiomyocyte cells. If you've got bad liver, same thing. Eat the bad cells, turn into liver cells. And they can do this with any cell in your body. So that's the cool part. So they also release a lot of anti-inflammatory markers. So as they're turning into these new cell types to fix that damaged tissue, they're also controlling the inflammatory marker system in that area to help reduce inflammation. And that means the body can recover quicker. So in this video at the end, you'll see Dr. Dezawa. We flew her in from Japan. She's a professor at Discovered MUSE Cells in 2010, explaining how they do this and how you can't mix MSCs with MUSE cells. If you mix them, you're canceling out the effects of the MUSE cells. So we've inadvertently been administering MUSE cells for over 8 years because they're found with the mesenchymal stem cells. When you mix them, they just act like MSCs. So we don't know if they're eating them and differentiating into them, or if they just like it's follow the leader kind of thing. We're not quite sure on that, but either way, we do know that they act like an MSC if there's pretty much if they're under a 70% MUSE cell to MSC stem cell like ratio, meaning 70% MUSE cells, 30% MSCs, then they'll act like MUSE cells. But anything less than that, they're going to act more like MSCs. So if it's like 50-50, they'll act like really strong MSCs, but not like MUSE cells. So we don't mix them. If you come to us and you want to do MUSE cells, we do have them now, but we will not be mixing MUSE cells with mesenchymal stem cells. We hope that we could, because it's kind of like, hey, let's hedge our bets and just do both. Unfortunately, can't do both, but it's maybe a good thing because now you'll know which one did what. So if you want to come do MUSE cells, you can check out our new website at www.dbcmusecells.com. All the info's there. And keep watching to watch Dr. Dezawa explain this in her own words.
So here are the MSC or fibroblasts, as I told you. 1% of the MUSE cells, 99% are remainder, other cells. People will ask, could administering large amount of MSC that have the same effect as administering the MUSE cells? Or is there any merit of purifying MUSE cells? Yes, it is. Okay, so here are the MUSE cells from some the tissue. If we separate by SSCA3 MUSE, 1% MUSE versus 99% of SSCA3 minus MUSE cells, what will happen is that you know that non-MUSE cells also produce anti-inflammatory in a good effect. You remember that? Okay, so here are the marker infarction. They produce S1P. So if there are 99% of large amount of non-MUSE cell, they will extinct the fire because they have an anti-inflammatory effect. So here, even if you have a 1% of a MUSE cell, they will be lost because S1P is extinct. They don't know where.
Recommend to not mix like.
No, please do not. Please do not. If you mix with a non-MUSE cell, MUSE cell power will be abrogated. They will be canceled. Please remember. So that's why if the MUSE cell percent is less than 50%, that will be largely decreased, dysfunctional. MUSE cell become dysfunctional. That's why I immediately said, don't mix with MSCs. We pay a lot of attention, we pay a lot of effort and money and energy to produce MUSE cell over 70%. If you dilute with MSC, that will be ruining everything. You will be damaging. You will ruin everything. Don't do that.